Hi everybody, I'm Gary, welcome to the channel and thanks for joining me. Today I'm looking at You're Still the One by Shania Twain. It's a great song. It's been requested by one of the subscribers to the channel. There's only 4 chords to the song, but it's a really, there are a couple of embellishments which I'll show you, which I think add a little bit more of the flavour of the song, the melody part played by the keyboard. We'll also just look at the basic 4 chords if you're a beginner. I think the song is an all-time classic really, and it spans the country genre and pop genres. So we'll get nice and up close. We're in standard tuning and we'll go through every little part of it together. Okay, so there we are, we're in up close now. So as I say, for this one we're in standard tuning. There's no capo, and we've got 4 basic chords. But there are a couple of embellishments to those which I'll show you, which I think improve the sound a bit. So this is just my way of playing it. This is just how I play the song. Hopefully it will work for you too. Listen to the recording for the format of the song. I think it's 2 verses, 2 choruses. So we'll just have a strum through the chords. We've got a D chord, and I'm just strumming that from the D string there. Now if you want to do what I did in the introduction and just put a little bit of the melody part played on the keyboards, then you can just change that D chord to a D sus2, and all I'm doing for that is just taking off my 2nd finger. So I'm just holding down the 3rd string at the 2nd fret and the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. Hope you can see that. Playing again from the D string, and then just plucking the individual strings back down from 1 to 3. Whilst allowing the rest of the chord to ring out open. Okay. Now the other chords in the song, we've got a G, or you can play that the more full G, holding down the B and the E string, the 1st and the 2nd strings. I quite like to do that on a lot of songs. It has a ring to it. I just sort of vary as I go through this really. And then we've got an A, and with the A I sometimes take my 2nd finger off to go to an A7, or you can also go from the A7 and just play on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret, sort of, and I'm strumming on this A chord from the A string now, and then the open 1st string. Another thing I do is when I'm moving to that G chord from the D that we started with, is there's a kind of walking part on the bass, and you can replicate that on the guitar, just playing an F sharp note up to the G, which is the root of the G chord we've just played. So to do that, you might want to play the D chord differently. I sometimes do it using my 2nd and 4th fingers, and then I've got my 1st finger free to play the F sharp, and then up to our G, and then our A or our A7. Or if you're not comfortable with the walking bass part, you can just play the chords. And we made it. Look how far we've that D, or if you're doing it with the bass part I've showed you, it's looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. Could've took the long way. I knew we'd get there someday. They said, I bet they'll never make it. Okay? And then it changes slightly with the chord structure. We go into our D again. So that's for the part, just look at us holding on. That's D, G and A, or A7. And then just before the chorus, we've got a kind of a blast of a G chord, and again I'm playing this full G, holding down the first and second strings. So it kind of goes. And then we're into the chorus. So the chorus, it's really straightforward. It's really easy. We're just strumming chords. We're using the D, G and the A that we've played, and we're also introducing the fourth chord in the song, which is an E minor chord, holding down the fourth and fifth strings at the second fret, and you've got the open E on the first and sixth strings, so you can have a really full sounding chord playing all the strings of the guitar. So for the chorus chords, just slowly, we've come into it from our, and then we're into it. Still the one I long to, down to our E minor, one that I belong to. Still the one I kiss goodnight. Back to our G. And then back into the second verse. And that's all the parts to You're Still the One by Shania Twain. So a nice short lesson, a great song. It's really popular in sort of small gigs, venues or weddings and things like that if you're playing in a bigger band. So I hope you enjoy it. So that's You're Still the One by Shania Twain. It's a really great song. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson, and I hope you've enjoyed working through the song with me. If you're new to the channel, then please give me a like and subscribe. It helps me to grow this, and tell your friends about it. And until next time, enjoy your guitar playing, and I'll see you soon.